Hello all, I'm Ultraviolent4 and this is part 6 of our infinite mummy zigging Gozag character. In the last episode we finished off the Orcish mines and we did pretty well out of it. So of course, when you're Gozag, the Orcish mines is always great because you're going to get a giant stack of gold that you can then spend on Potion Petition. Oh wait, it's still free. Well, it becomes a cost. Bribing branches and of course calling merchants, which is something we also did in Orc. And we did very nicely out of that. So the main thing that makes this character a lot more comfortable now is that we found or we purchased the Amulet of the Four Winds. Having clarity on a mummy who always gets absolutely owned by confusion is so good. So good. And because we got the spider's nest, now we no longer have to be deathly afraid of tarantellas because we literally can't be confused. It's really good. We also found a bookshop in there and some other stuff. There's also a pearl dragon scales for sale in there, which is really interesting. We don't want it yet because it's going to mess with our spell failure rates too much at the moment. But once we've had a bit more time to start training some armor, etc., I think we'll probably be jumping into that skin. Anyway, there's something I wanted to say. Oh yeah, speaking of clarity and speaking of the last episode, at the end of the last one, we picked up something really exciting. Well, I don't know about exciting, probably exciting, but certainly really interesting. And that's a crystal ball of energy. So this is an evocable item that I don't tend to use very often. Basically, if you don't have any evocations training, it's useless. there's basically no chance that we'll do anything. But we do happen to have some. We've got 6 at the moment, and we're currently training our way to 8. Although, I might now make that 10. Okay, so what does this do? Crystal ball. You'll probably right at the bottom here. Alright. So it says, it can be used to restore magical energy, its effectiveness increasing with evocation skill. However, it may fail and drain all of those energies completely or cause other negative effects. When used with low reserves of magic, it becomes increasingly likely to deplete those reserves. So most of the time if you fail, it will basically just drain the rest of your magic points. There are some other bad effects though. One is that it can do temporary int drain, not a big deal, but the reason that you would probably never want to use this on a mummy normally is that one of the failure effects can be confusion, which again, you're basically paralyzing yourself. But with the Four Winds, we cannot be confused. So it means that more or less, we're pretty safe using the crystal ball of energy. Obviously, losing all your magic points isn't great, but it's also not a huge deal, especially if we're just using the crystal ball to continually replenish our magic reserves while we're sitting back spamming summons. Say we then run out of magic points, we should still have summons between us and the enemy, so we can just walk away and reset. So that's really nice. And as for the item itself and the success rates, so I've got the wiki page open here. Generally don't go to the wiki, but for some things like factual stat information, it's usually fine. So basically, there's a percentage of magic points that you need to have the highest success rate. So basically, the lower your magic gets, the less and less likely it is that you actually gain something. So if you have 5 points of evocations, as long as you have 2/3 of your mana or more, you'll have a 61% chance of it succeeding. If we have 10, which is what we're going for, as long as you have more than 56% of your mana, you have a 78% chance to succeed. So we're going towards 10. Think of it like this. As long as we have more than half of our magic points, we'll have roughly an 80% chance that it works. So that's pretty bonkers. I'm going to adjust it as well. I'm going to put it on Shift V. So now to use it, I can go Shift V, Shift V. Our reserves are already full, so it didn't let us use it. So it's probably not too great just yet, because at 6, I mean, it works, but at 10 it's a lot better. But still, we can basically play like an old school Mummy. I don't know if any of you ever played it, but once upon a time with the old Sif Mooner, you had a channel magic ability on A, and you pressed A, and it gave you a little bit of magic back at the cost of some health. Oh, sorry, at the cost of some food. But because you were a mummy without any food clock, you would just spam it forever. Basically, all you would ever do, you'd do a summon spell, and then you'd channel magic, channel magic, channel magic, channel magic, new summon spell, channel magic, channel magic. Anyway, it was horrible. But we can do this now. Now that we have our clarity. So yeah, should be fun. Or not, I don't know. In any case, it's something hits me. Oh right, there's probably an unseen horror here. That's alright. Minor Vipers can see invis, so they should just kill it. Good. Yeah, if you go really old school, like this is even before my time. Summons would even fight off screen. So you can imagine what a mummy of the old school Sif Mooner who had summons that could fight off screen would be like. Oh god, I'm glad I never had to try that one. Alright, good Mono Vipers. I didn't notice, okay, it looks like it, whether or not they got the vampire, because we don't have our own seat invis. Yeah, we're purely relying on Mono Vipers to kill invis stuff. Quick check on Battlesphere, 16%, but it's still red. Alright, we probably, let's train some more air magic as well. Oh, that's not correct. Let's train charms to level S. No. Let's do air magic to 5 as well. So we'll have charms and air at 5. Oh, what am I doing? I'm losing the plot. There we go. Because at some point we might be able to do deflect missiles as well. It's at 69% chance to fail right now. We'll see. Oh, also shields. We never found one. Okay, we did the vault's entrance vault. Quite often vault wardens will have shields, but not this time. Oh, that's not what I want. I wanted to summon stuff. Instead I was moving. So I don't have a macro on 2. Okay, you gotta be careful. Don't press the 2 key. Alright, this probably, a hog means Kirky normally. Really dangerous because she can turn you into a pig. Although, actually we're a mummy, we can't be polymorphed, so it wouldn't matter. But it also doubly doesn't matter because we have a million MR now. Although I don't see any more hogs, so maybe that was just a shapeshifter or something. Alright, let's try our thing, our new strat. There you go, we went back to full mono. Go. Alright, I need you to get the demonologist who's just spamming us with demons. There we go. We got another unseen horror. I just chill in the corner while Minor Vipers do their thing. Spellcasting to 11. Did I set a target for that? I don't think so. 15. Alright, that's a while off. We've got 2 spell levels. Once we get 3, I might go get pass wall. Oh, it just occurred to me that the Pearl Dragon scales being in a shop is literally the only way we could have got a Pearl Dragon scales. They're extremely rare anyway, because you tend to only find Pearl Dragons in Pan, and that's only on Holy Pan, which is a place you really don't want to be when you're undead. But anyway, because we're Gozag, we never actually get one, because we never produce scales. Oh no! An enemy Mana Viper. We already learned how OP those guys are. Someone's getting wrecked by this Hydra. That's not a good sign, considering that we might be going into Swamp next. This is also a strange pack to come across. A bunch of flying skulls and a Catoplepus. Alright, let's not get calcified. I gotta be really careful. I keep pressing 2 instead of F2, which is my Mana Viper macro. If I press that at the wrong time and I accidentally walk into the calcifying dust here, we might be in trouble. What was that? Is that Finisher? No, oh, Skull Crusher. Yeah, it's the artifact giant spiked club. Oh, it's just a giant club of speed. Anyway, that's a ridiculous weapon. Not that we can wield it though. I did it again. I keep hitting 2. I feel like I better put something on that macro just so I stop accidentally moving. Alright, let's not die to the Skeletal Warrior. Uh-oh. That's a Manticore. If he barbs us, we're in trouble. Time to pull out our wands that we've done all this Evo training for, and then we've barely ever actually used any. Alright, we'll paralyze it. There we go. And let's pull out our Vampiric Scimitar. Oh yeah, okay. My autoconfig automatically gives it the inscription of the warning to be like, do you really want to wield it? But of course we do, because we're a mummy. Alright, again. Alright, we're okay. These flying skulls are fast. That's where the sort of danger's probably overstating it, but that's where the issue with just calmly walking away is coming. They're still just running us down. Oh man. I'm thinking of during the last playthrough, I don't know who you were, but someone was angry that I said a monster who can't run. I think I was talking about an anaconda. I said the anaconda ran crying Noob down when I was talking about him dying. And the comment was on the lines of, I'm a scientist, you have to be precise with your language, anacondas can't run. And I was like, yes, it's exactly like how when a car runs you down. Anyway, so yes, the flying skulls who are flying and not running were running us down, and I have no problem saying that. If that angers you, bad luck. It's just occurred to me that this vault might have a Titsimo in it. I thought that was a Depths vault and not a D15 one, but I know that sometimes some of those Depths vaults can spawn in dungeon. If there's a Titsimo in here, we're in trouble. It doesn't look like there is. Okay, good. Tissimals are absolutely terrifying if you're undead because they have Dispel Undead. You don't care too much about some of the other fiends because they can't torment you, but Dispel Undead is always really bad. Really, really, really bad. I think we probably don't need the Ring of Ice, and we probably don't need a second Ring of Protection from Cold. I'm going to do backslash to go into our auto pickup options here. We don't need more Cold. Having more Fire would be fine, but yeah, don't need more Cold. And that's D15 done. So our question is, do we go to Swamp or Spider's Nest? I'd say usually... Oh, that was a big skull! Okay, I just noticed the vault on the minimap. That's awesome. Look at that on the minimap. That's really, really cool. I like that. Nice. Okay, so normally Swamp would be the easier of the two, but we now have Clarity. So that... No, I still think Swamp would probably be better. I don't know, we'll go there first, and if it's dangerous, we'll leave and go to Spider. Well, this is not a good start. 2 Spriggan Riders and a 5-headed Hydra. We'll make some friends, but we can actually probably just Mephitic the Riders, maybe? There's one, let's get the other. Oh, here's Louise. Funnily enough, a character who I was talking about last episode, about how we might need our magic resistance robe against her. Absolutely don't now, because we have that thing. The Amulet of the Four Winds. So we don't care about her banish. She's more scary for her Demon Trident and Lightning Bolt. Although we have Repel Missiles for Lightning Bolts. So that's not the worst ever. Although this is looking a bit sketchy. This is quite a scary welcoming party. I'm going to see if I can just Wand of Acid the Hydra down. Because this will be a lot safer coming back down again if the Hydra's dead. Or we could just Stand Answered Up with us. Because it looks like we're not getting away from it otherwise. Do we go back here again? I don't know. We're coming down to Louise, the Spriggan Rider, and a Spiny Frog. It's kind of scary. I think it's okay. Okay, Louise ran away. Oh man. Okay, we lost half our HP though. I'm going to go for a random blink. Oh, we got the absolute perfect blink. That was the greatest blink we could have ever done. And then we failed Mana Viper. Damn it. Okay, I'm just counting on Mana Viper to at least win or slow them up a bit. Alright. Oops, that's not the stair. That's the stair. Let's pick a new one though. Alright, we should be fine now. Where are they? Oh, over here. Yeah, these guys hit really quite hard and they're fast. And considering that we're in a robe, so we've only got 10 AC, and our buckler's only... Sorry, our shield's only a buckler, and not a regular shield. We're pretty paper thin once an enemy gets on top of us. Bug body. We've got RC. Yeah, so that's okay. Louise. She's trying to stone arrow me. I'm just ignoring her. Oh, that's a lot of stuff. Alright, let's blink away again. Actually, all this stuff is susceptible to Mephitic Cloud, so that's okay. Battlesphere check, 12%, still yellow miscast. We need to get it just a little bit lower. Are we going to die here? We just lost quite a big chunk of our HP coming down here. No, it's okay. We're all good. The bug body. The MR is good. No, it's not that good. I don't know. What have we got here? Sticky Flame. That's a good one. And then Blink. Oh. The max Blink. There we go. I keep forgetting we have Sticky Flame, but that's such a good spell. Okay, so what I need to happen here is for the Swamp Drake to Mephitic us. Or I could just Mephitic myself. Oh no, actually I don't want this. I don't want MuWz. Oh no, if she goes into the deep water, she will drown. And then we will lose her Demon Trident, which I'd actually really like. Because as a melee weapon, the Demon Blade is much better than the Spear of Venom. As if that's not obvious, but Demon Blades are great one-handed weapons to have. She's gonna drown, I know it. Oh, she missed it. Actually, I'm just gonna go back upstairs. I don't think she drowned. Okay, I want to change my plan. I don't want to drown her. You know what? Are we gonna do? We could do Swamp Drake strats again. Where's Spider's Nest? Well, okay. So beyond the memes, this isn't actually a good idea because our main strat relies on using summons for things, and our summons won't respect that the Swamp Drake is actually our pet. So our Mono Vipers will happily just kill it. So yeah, okay. Pet Swamp Drake, not this time. Oh, not that one. I want you to kill Louise, actually. She's scarier. I can't Sticky Flame the Swamp Dragon when it's standing in water because it's just going to get put out. Oh, okay. I meant to do a... Lucky I didn't miscast it. I meant to do a Ice Beast, but I accidentally pressed the Battlesphere macro. Having a royally hard time pressing the right macros this episode. Alright, so Battlesphere, how's this work? Basically, every time you cast a spell when it's out, it shoots a pulse of energy. And you can use any spell to trigger it. So this makes Magic Dart be a much more viable kill spell because every time we Magic Dart, it's going to shoot a thing of energy. And I just realized we're dropping really low considering Louise has Lightning Bolt. Yeah, if we cop a Lightning Bolt here, we might be in trouble. Can we just enslave the Swamp Dragon? 50-50, failed. And we've got new ones turning up. Let's try a Fear Scroll. Oh, we got everyone. Okay, perfect. I'm just gonna go back up. Louise is blinking while afraid. You shouldn't kill me when I have RC. Alright, this is proving to be much harder than I thought it would be. Okay, that was maybe dumb. Swamp Dragons can trample you. Also, she hits pretty hard. I should stop casting Battlesphere all the time when it's still yellow miscast chance. Alright. How about... Oh, we failed. I was like, okay, how about I just try our Crystal Ball strats? Because maybe we could just do infinite summons. No, failed again. Oh, not that one. Well, it's not so bad if you just kill that. Now kill Louise. At this point, I should be poking her with the Spear of Venom rather than just skipping turn. Although, that's actually a bit scary because we're hitting at 1.1. So she could get 2 moves and Lightning Bolt us twice. Well, we're out of mana. We've got a Swamp Dragon who's turned up and she's... why don't I just try to acid her? I should have done this to begin with. Okay, if she had 8 less AC, our Mana Vipers would have been much more able to chew through her. So that was all around pretty bad on my part. Everything about that was bad. I don't know why I'm playing like such a doofus this episode. Oh well. Hopefully I get it under control. Oh, okay, I gotta stop doing that. The new battle is not doing Battle Sphere. Pressing the Ice Beast macro when I want that one. What am I checking? Our charms just made it to 5, along with our air was there a bit earlier. So 12% on Battlesphere, we need to go a bit higher. And how's deflect missiles look? 54%. That is high enough to just be casting it with degenerate strats. Let's do a bit more. Wait, what is it? Battlesphere is Conjuration and Charms. So let's do both of those up to 6. And maybe we might take air up to 6 as well. Eventually we're going to want to use Freezing Cloud. So it's not like our air magic that we're training now is going to be wasted. And then that will just drop. Oh, I did it again. That will just drop the miscast of deflect missiles a little bit more. Okay, this time it might be Kirky. Yeah, there she is. Let me pull out my spear and actually do something useful for once. Good. I mean, I helped. For a lot of these random dragons and stuff, or random alligators, we can totally just use Battlesphere and Sticky Flame. Let's get more int on our level up. Thorn Hunter. Really, really scary. Those guys are terrifying. I'm going to yell. Okay, a lot more stuff responded to that than I thought. I was hoping it would come here and then I could force it to come into this choke point and fight my summons rather than fighting us from a whole screen away. Alright, there we go. Crystal Ball successful. So we can spam more summons. And again. Successful again. Alright. Great item. Now where's the Thorn Hunter? Okay, never mind. We've got insubstantial wisps to deal with. They might sound insubstantial, but they do elect damage. So they're no joke. It works. Go Crystal Ball. Oh, here comes a hook-shotting Swamp Worm. I just want to put all the stuff in front of me that I can so that we don't get hooked. Oh, and the thingy has just turned up. So the Thorn Hunter's here. I know that because I'm seeing these briar patches. So it uses those to block you in. So it's probably trying to block our summons in right now. It must be over here somewhere. But that means I know it's coming. We've still got the Swamp Worm. We've got 2 Spriggan Riders. We saw how much those hurt. And then we've got a couple of other monsters coming. So I think we just teleport right now. We say this situation has gone out of control. Let's just start again. Although we didn't really get very far. I think we probably just teleport again, but maybe not. Maybe we're winning this fight. If I could just throw in an Ice Blast right now, that looks pretty sweet. Or Mephitic Cloud would work against the Spriggan Rider and the Swamp Worm, but not against the others. So I think I'd rather just Ice Blast and just kill those dudes. There we go, that's a better one. We're out of mana again though. We can enslave the Spiny Frog against the Swamp Dragon. There we go, that works. Okay, good. Perfect. The Spiny Frog poisoned the Swamp Dragon, even though it's resistant to poison, and then died. So it was like the best outcome I could have asked for. And the Thorn Hunter never turned up. That's a Spriggan Rider with a +5 Spirit Distortion. I'm going to have to say no thank you to getting hit by that. So let's go with Mephitic Cloud. Okay. Everyone on the Distortion guy. I'm gonna Ice Blast him. Ice Blast is really good against Spriggans because they have high evasion, but Ice Blast can't miss. Okay, he drowned, did he? No, he got killed. Okay, that's fine. Always scary to have distortion weapons on really fast enemies. But yeah, Mephitic's still a really good spell. Occasionally you see people say that it's only good in the early game. Not true. Still really good here. And Spriggans have really high natural MR, so it's not like we could have hexed him with our wands. Whereas Mephitic did the job. Oh, right. Dawn Hunter's coming. Let's see if we can just swarm him with summons. Looks like it. Do we have... We have a Flame Wand. They're susceptible to fire, so the Flame Wand is better there than it would otherwise be. I don't know, I still think the summons did the vast majority of the heavy lifting there. Which is interesting because the Mono Vipers don't have arms. Maybe they lift things with their heads, I don't know. We just accept it for what it is. Alright, Shambling Mangroves. These are the scary versions. They're in trunk now. I haven't had to fight these guys. So their Grasping Roots used to just slow you, but now it's basically like a monster version of Vile Clutch. It constricts you. You'll take damage over time. You won't be able to move unless you can break out of it. And when you're constricted, your AC also gets, so your evasion also gets lowered. So these guys are really nasty. You can't be constricted if you're over deep water. So one strat that occurs to me is that you can fly when you see them. But we can't really fly because we don't have potions of flight as a mummy. We are getting constricted right now. Oh yeah, I'm trying to get out of it. Okay, so we broke out. This looks like a good Mephitic time. Okay, doesn't work on the tree, but Mephitic will get all the hornets. So that wasn't too bad. I mean, it is scary. But those Shambling Mangroves are much scarier when they have other enemies around. And also, if you don't have our poison, so the hornets that it produces are going to paralyze you. Oh, I do it every time. Really struggling with that Ice Beast macro. I want to do a skill check. Hang on. Okay. 9% on Battlesphere. There we go. Should use the crystal ball more. Yeah, like that. We've got 6.8 evocation, so most of the time it will be successful now. Yes. I don't know. I totally don't need to use it against these insubstantial wisps, but I just wanted to. It's about sending a message. I don't know what the message is, but I'm sending it. Cool. I don't like you. You can get mephitic. Oh boy, that's terrifying. Okay, we just saw a Spriggan mage. Those guys can berserk the trees. And look where we're standing. In some crazy full-on tree mage. If we get berserk trees in here, we're gonna die. 100%. Alright, Mana Vipers, get on him immediately. Or her. I don't know. I feel like these druids, Spriggan druids, look female. Maybe that's just me. But they need to anti-magic her. Or him. Or whatever it is. Because if those trees zerk, we're gonna die really quickly. Acid might be... yeah, okay, good. That might have been a bit unnecessary, but that was a really bad spot to be. Oh, right. Okay, never mind. I did Sticky Flame while the Swampman was standing in water, so it just immediately went out. Oh boy. I think I'm gonna have to change my macros around so I don't keep doing battle spheres instead of ice beasts. And I love how all my summons are chasing this one halfway across the map while about 4 others are chasing us down. I can do these macros, I just need to think about it. How do I kill this thing? Another Mana Viper? Same way we kill everything. Alright, this is our first Hydra after the beginning. Let's get him out of water. Okay, good. The Ice Beasts are better as a summon against the Hydra, I'd say most of the time, because they're going to slow him down with their cold attacks. How are we for gold? 6,000 gold. There was a book over there. I didn't see what it was. What was it? Hey, the Book of Burglary. Okay, so we're an episode late, but I called it. So I passed up buying it because we didn't have the spell levels, and I said maybe we'll just find a copy of it in the dungeon and then we'll save our 750 gold. Well, look at that. Look who just saved 750 gold by finding it. That's right, it was me. Just in case you weren't sure. Alright, so a lot of those spells we might end up using. Pass Wall, fantastic spell. Pretty useless in Swamp though, because there really aren't any walls, or very rarely. And Passage of Galubria, we might well learn too. Alright, great. I don't know why LRD is still in the Book of Burglary. So it used to make sense when you could blow up walls, because obviously you'd blow up a wall, you'd burgle whatever was inside, and then you'd run away. But now that it doesn't blow up walls, what does it have to do with burglary? That's right, nothing. I think I posted that on Tavern. I was like, you should take it out of this book now, but it hasn't happened. Not that it's a big deal, but it's a big deal, I guess. No, not Battlesphere. How do I stop doing this? Just need to think about it more. Let's not get squashed in by tyrant leeches. They hit pretty hard, and because they're fast over water, you can get surprised by them. Oh yeah, we killed MuWz. Why didn't I get her demon trident? We should have that. There are all these spots like this where I could just be demon tridenting stuff. And I should be. Get the tyrant leech, please. It's gonna kill me. Good. Totally forgot about the demon trident. Okay, yep. Let's drop the regular spear of venom. Okay, and I'm gonna walk around with this out because the sling I kind of don't want to use in here. Not only is it just annoying because we have summons everywhere and it's annoying trying to fire slings around summons, but also I don't like using it around deep water because then you lose your ammo. Not that it matters. We're not really a sling user, so I don't know. If we shot all our ammo, it doesn't really matter. But still, let's just trident stuff so we can actually be more useful while our summons do again the heavy lifting. See, we can lift things with the demon trident now. So basically you just impale whatever it is you want to lift, and then you just use the fulcrum of, wait, it's not a fulcrum. You use the lever arm of the trident here, the demon trident, to then lift it. It makes the work much easier. Yeah, not a fulcrum. It's I think it's a famous Archimedes quote actually. He said, "Give me a demon trident long enough and I will move the world." Something like that. Let's ID this new scroll. Vulnerability. Okay. Worth carrying around. We are not in any way vulnerable because of how much MR we have. But if there's something we want to hex or we definitely want to fear it away, we can read the vulnerability first and then hex it. Oh, I did it again. I don't care at all about the spectral cloud thing that he's doing, but the actual spectral enemies are just killing us, which is surprising. Okay, kill that guy. Oh, that was a spectral hydra right at the end there. As I was too quickly tabbing, that was dangerous. Yeah. Getting a bit cocky. Here's Nicola, the mad investor. So we don't have an easy way of getting RLEC. On most characters, if you saw Nicola, you could quaff a resistance potion, but as a mummy we couldn't. So we can potion petition and look for resistance, or we could just silence him. As long as he doesn't notice. I'm gonna yell. Oh, we yelled in a tyrant leech. Okay. Because if we make a couple of mana vipers and even maybe some ice beasts, and then we silence him, we should just be able to take him down. So silence is on G, and it's only a 5% chance to fail. Perfect. So we get him in the profound silence, and then we're just going to right click him with all our friends. And I don't want to die to his Rapier of Elec, so I'm going to step back one. Our one still worked too. Alright, good. Nice. Great spell. I feel like, I don't know, the silence spell is really underused generally. Portal projectile, maybe one day. I don't know. I see so many players who don't even pick up Scrolls of Silence, let alone think about using the spell Silence. But for spellcasters like that, Nicola, Jorgren, there are a bunch of them. If they can't cast spells, they're nowhere near as dangerous. And let alone things like Ancient Liches. Binal's Ghost with a Weapon of Elec, who Hits for 19 damage. Knows no spells. He's a Vinestalker Berserker. All these simulacrum are kind of scary though. And what's in there? A Scroll of Fog and Scroll of Vulnerability. Haste Potions, lol, can't use those. I don't know. I think we just ignore this Ghost Vault for now. Sometime in the future, maybe we'll remember. But yeah, I don't want to do it just at the moment. I also don't really want to fight two of those dudes, Spriggan Riders. I say that, but here I am fighting two of them. Oh yeah, they hurt. They hurt so much. Let's just go back up. Try the... Oh, okay. Apparently all our downstairs are all just around here. Yeah, they are. All three. It's alright. Never mind. I was like, I don't know if our Ice Beast can fight two Hydras at once. Just kidding, they easily did. Conjuration's to 6, so our Battlesphere's down to 7% and it's no longer yellow. Let's get off the trees so we don't die to angry trees. Air Magic to 6, how are we going? We need 2 more spell levels if we want Deflector Missiles. And it's at 36% to fail, so we can almost use that in combat. Alright, can we forget 2 spell levels worth of stuff? Not really. Conjure Flame maybe? I can't remember the last time I've used a Conjure Flame. Yeah, I think Conjure Flame is no longer too exciting. So let's Amnesia that. We can learn Deflect Missiles. Sweet. We can cast it out of combat, even at 36% chance to fail. Alright, great. We feel very safe from missiles. Oh no, I just noticed you hear a crashing sound times 4. If you ever hear a crashing sound on Swamp 4, that means it's a learning flaw, because you're hearing the sound of him destroying trees. How do we kill Lernie? We don't have any Phantom Mirrors in our game. We have a lot of wands. Kind of scary though. He's really, really, really good at chewing through summons, because his 27 heads can just attack, and they can, if they kill the first enemy he's eating, he'll just eat the next one. I think we might just need to go to Spider. I don't know if we can deal with Lernie. But before I think about that, Deflect Missiles, if you look on the right, I literally just pointed with my finger. I feel so dumb whenever I do that. You cannot see me at all. Anyway, if you look on the right where I am now pointing with my mouse, you'll see that Deflect Missiles has overwritten where Repel Missiles used to be. It's because those two things don't stack, which means we have no use for Scarf of Repulsion anymore. So we may as well find a cloak, because at least that will give us some AC. It is a grey cloak. What other cloaks are in the game? There's one in list 6. I don't remember what the colours of the other ones were. That's sort of... No, it's like a dark green. There should be one more. On D8. And that's a black one. I don't mind that. Yeah, I think this will be our cloak. Alright, so back to Swamp. So do I even bother if I know Lernie's running around? And I do know Lernie's running around because of the crashing. I should probably put that in my auto config to give me a force more for you hear a crashing sound. Okay, it would get really annoying actually, because it would just keep happening. 1, bam, bam. Every 2 moves, you'd probably have to get a Force Maul. But it's something that you should notice when it first happens. I really don't want to die to this random alligator. He almost could. He can bite for 30 damage and tail slap for 15. That's 45 and we have 45 HP. Plus these guys are effectively fast. So they normally can... They're sort of a weird monster. So their speed is 10. But they can do actions at 80% of that and they can swim at 60% of that. As in, their delay is 80% of what it should be. And their swimming is 60% of what it should be. So they're really weird. It's like, basically, they attack faster than a 10 speed monster. They walk on land at 10 speed and then they swim faster. So it's basically everything except for walking on land, they do faster. So if I just do... Even if I walk away from him, well, one, he's sprinting. So, okay, well, there you go. They don't even walk on land normally because they sprint. I don't know, alligators, they're a tricky bunch. I think I want to blink away from him. At only 45 HP, with him being fast, effectively, dangerous to be near him. If I do a random blink, as long as I don't land right here and Learny's like right there, we're probably okay. Okay, this works. Because we have the summons between him and us, so they should just kill him. Good. Chums goes to level 6. I'm sort of just ignoring the learning question. Oh man, imagine if you turned up and you were constricted and you couldn't move. Also, look how much damage this does. This guy is almost straight up killing us just from constriction. Oh, let me get out of it, although this is really scary. He's so nearly dead though. I don't want to leave with him being at such low HP, but I also just don't want to randomly die to these hornets. I think I just go back up. Yeah, it's a safer play, because he could say, even if we just take a little bit of time to kill him, he could constrict us again. We really just miscast Sticky Flame at 5%? That sucks. And we just miscast it again, twice in a row. Alright, well that sucks. Let's just enslave one against the other then. And we fail that. And we fail that, and we're nearly dead. We're actually just randomly dying to hornets. How does that happen? Just fear scroll it away. That's, I don't know, that's shameful really. It's coming back. Like, I feel embarrassed about that. How do you randomly die to hornets at this point in the game when you're immune to poison? I don't know. Well, I'm kind of mad. So I'm going to leave it there. So that's it for this one. If you join me in the next one, I'll probably run away from Lerny. Maybe to the spider's nest. Or I don't know. Maybe we could fight him. Probably not. A bunch of acid ones and some clouds and some summons maybe. I don't know. That doesn't seem likely. But we'll see. See what I can come up with next time. Bye.